you got to introduce to the person dengan lembut tau.
Yes.
Like macam Win just now mention, like, okay, for example, if let's say your wife tak pakai tudung, right, kau cakap, you cover kan better. Like, that's very harsh. You would rather put, I've seen you last time pakai tudung, manis lah, can you try for me again? Then
bro,
dia pakai.
Bila ni orang pernah cakap gini something like this, kau tahu ada netizen cakap apa juga? Cakap, orang pakai hijab bukan sebab nak nampak manis lah, sebab tutup lah manis tu.
Tak apa, tapi ketutupan tu satu kewajipan.
No, but you see or not, people, you know, so I think instead of
being so negative about
instead of being negative lah, your method would work. You know, but if I'm a girl being this rational side, aku would debate. Aku like, why do I need to cover? Why? Tell me why. Okay, Allah say so. Yeah, okay, I get it. But why is it not fair? Why lelaki tak payah? You know, aku akan question, which I have faced all these questions before. Aku pernah ada ex yang not really agama proper with Islam. Dia macam dah jauh sikit kan, sebab upbringing tak betul. Born in a Muslim family, tapi dia dah macam liberal. Aku pernah try to question her. Aku cakap yang one day kalau kita ada jodoh, you will need to wear your hijab. Because for me, it's my responsibility as a husband. And if I allow you to be like that wholeheartedly, if you degil, I get it lah. You know, if that, then you tanggung. But it's my responsibility to say that you can't, and I'm supposed to educate you why. You know, and aku try to be rational about it. So we had a discussion, tapi she was very upset lah.
Kau tak cakap, you tak kesian ke kalau I kena tarik masuk dalam neraka dengan rambut you sendiri?
Tapi dia cakap balik, dia cakap, but the thing is, if you already say your part and I still stubborn, then I will bear my own sin. Betul juga apa?
But we have to constantly remind us.
Yalah. So she said just remind lah. But if I want to wear or not, it's not up to you. You know. But at the same time, aku try to explain to her that you know, man, kita in generally, it's not about being jealous. It's about territorial. You know, like when I'm exclusive to you, to me, you're my precious.
Correct.
You're my treasure.
Correct.
People don't keep $1 million in the wallet tau. People keep it in a high secured bank. Because it's that valuable.
Which is macam apa ni, the idea of women in Islam. You know, a lot of people are, you know, shooting down Islam, cakap it's very misogynistic. You know, it's unfair to women and everything.
I say it's the most feminist religion.
Exactly. You see, the thing is, when you really read into the Quran, how it explains women, especially, you know, macam for example, wearing hijab. You know, some girls will be macam, leceh lah pakai hijab ni semua. You know, kenapa perempuan punya tata tertib tu is much more well kept in Islam rather than men? It's because women are beautiful creations. And it has to be preserved. That beauty has to be preserved. Hence,
beauty you mean by physical look?
No, as in like the
creation
the creation itself, like the idea itself. You are such a beautiful thing that you need to be covered up, and you are exclusive to your husband or to whoever your partner is. You know? So macam untuk aku macam,
and then they will question then why husband not exclusive? Why they can have 4? You see, it will lead to another tau. So macam
masa kita jantan, kita binatang.
Kau.
Oh wow.
Aku tak cakap aku binatang. Okay. Ali, kau excite ke kau binatang? Tak kan?
But we're part of the animal kingdom.
Kan dia Anubis woof woof.
Dia kan marah bila swine tak boleh makan.
Okay, macam
So aku had a discussion before. Aku cakap okay, dia macam gini. Women dengan men, kita wired in a different way. Your estrogen dengan kita punya steroid is very very
testosterone.
Testosterone, steroid.
Steroid.
Alah,
haram.
Okay. Alright, testosterone
Apa hadis?
Tak tahu.
Dalil mana dalil?
Steroid tu kape Islam.
So aku try to explain to her. Aku cakap like, no, we are hardwired differently. Kita equal but we are different. Not equal in every aspect, but equal in other ways. You know, like for example, kalau kau main game, mungkin this character dia punya strength 99 tapi speed 50. Perempuan mungkin speed 99, speed strength 50. You know, like, it's like you're equal but in a different way.
Attributes,
you know? And to some extent, it's actually lopsided against the men tau. You know, so I told her, I said lah, like, okay, you have to understand, okay, imagine a world. Now, let's say you have Jennifer Lopez, beautiful person, right? She's wearing a nun punya costume. And then you get somebody like Snooki, or somebody not so beautiful, not as beautiful, but wearing bikini, walking down the street. As men, okay, when you see somebody like a nun, macam tutup, betul-betul tutup,
the respect.
Macam kau tak ada that intention macam, ni kalau aku dapat. Naturally, men don't have that thought. But when you want to show everything out, you are creating a certain carnal desire. You know? And then she got upset. She said, but it's not my responsibility to take care of your control. I'm like, yes, fair enough. I would always blame the rapist. But the thing is, this is a bit controversial, but you see, there is cause and effect. There is cause and effect. You know, like, it's a two-way street. You know, by helping yourself, you're helping us. By helping us, you're helping yourself. You see, it's not about, and again, I would never justify rape. I would never say, it's anything to do with the woman. It's always the man's fault. Full on.
Definitely.
But I'm saying that if this rapist who is on the hunt and he decides, maybe he's not on the hunt, maybe it just happened because his desire just came up. What sparked his desire? Because aku one example, bro, I've been trying to better myself for a long time. And I'm staying away from pornography. I don't touch myself. Like, you're trying to improve, kan? Sometimes aku tengah tengok social media, minding my own business, tengok explore page, aku suka tengok MMA dengan bola. And then you see all these influencers exposing themselves like crazy. And sometimes TikTok, you know, all they do is live with their jugs out and just like, if you give me this gift, I'll say this and stuff like that. Naturally, as a man, baik-baik aku tengah tak fikir apa-apa,
temptation lah.
My desire just macam, I suddenly terdetik tau, macam, ni kalau dapat. You know, like, I know it's my job to control myself, but why don't you bear any responsibility at all? You see, like, if I make loud noise, it's annoying to you, then you can't say that macam apa. I mean, like, it annoys you, what? And if you get angry, can I say it's up to you, what? Why you get angry? I am irritating you, what?
Correct.
I am agitating you. So this ex-girlfriend I had, she didn't accept, you know. So one day I trapped her. I mean, before that I told her, I said, look, I'm not saying that it's the woman's fault per se, but it is a contributing factor. That's all I'm saying. It is a contributing factor to why certain things happen.
Let me just repeat that again. We are not supporting rapists or any misogynistic action. It's just
fully in their fault.
It's fully, you know, it's fully us. But you know, it's a two-way street. That's what you say.
I'm saying it's a contributing factor. You know, because there are several factors to all this.
Correct.
Upbringing, state of mind, whether you're drunk or sober. There's so many factors. The one who does it is always wrong. Fully only punishment there.
The one who takes actions, correct, are always wrong.
But don't you have a part to play to protect yourself as well?
Right.
You know,
Correct.
You can't have certain actions without consequences. You cannot say, I want to dress whatever I want. Like Andrew Tate said this lah. If you want to walk down the street of Chicago at 2 a.m., you know, especially in a certain manner or whatever, you cannot blame the world and say, oh my God, I was robbed or I was raped. You chose to walk down that street, knowing very well that it's a dangerous place. The same thing for your dress codes. But of course, there are still rapists that are out of control. You wear hijab or not, they still do you lah.
Correct.
But look, that is not the general. That is the exception. That's not the general rule. You see, in Islam, we're trying to minimize. You know, so she didn't accept. She refused to accept that it's even a contributing factor. So one day, kita gaduh kejap tau. Then after that, one day, a week later, because dia into gym, so aku cakap dengan dia, okay, you correct or wrong? Easy access to junk food and snacks are a contributing factor to why obesity is on the rise. And then she said, yeah. She said, yeah. Then I'm like, but isn't it the person's fault if he choose to buy it and eat it? I mean, yeah. But the thing is, it's easier to access ma. That's why, so aku macam, okay, pause there. Now, why is this not fully on the one who eat? Why is this not a contributing? Why is this a contributing factor? While women dress provocatively, it's not a contributing factor for anything. For the way men sees women differently, for molestations, you know. It is a contributing factor. You cannot deny it. You know, and again, I have to repeat this because people tend to cancel this kind of shit. The one who does it will get punished. That's it. You are not going to get punished for it in that sense.
Correct.
But look at what happened. You know, the law didn't punish you, but the law of nature did. If we, you know, the thing aku perasan women ni, they want us to understand them when they are having their estrogen rage. You know, like period or whatever. I get it. They didn't choose to feel that way sometimes. I totally empathize. But at the same time, you gotta help us out, man.
And this is such a interesting topic, about how, men and women view things, especially in the modern age and everything, which could be one of our... Should be...
we are going to talk about it. But right now, what I'm saying is that, macam, when it comes to religion, kan aku cakap kau, I had like macam he was saying about apa lagi manis pakai hijab.
Yeah.
For me, I will reason it rationally. I would say like, look, I get it. It's up to you. You will bear your own sin at the end of the day. If aku sebagai suami dah tegur, okay, fine. But you have to understand, this is a sense of responsibility.
Correct. That you have to take up for yourself.
And if you don't find the importance, at least be open enough to listen up. Don't straight away shut your door and then ask questions as if you want to learn. Because people like to do that.
Correct.
People already kononnya, like some of the atheists, when I spoke to them, right, they like to question, but the way they insinuate the question is they already don't want the answer.
Yeah.
They already want to be right.
Yes. Correct.
And people like to do that.
Yeah.
So macam for me, even like when you say unfair about women, okay, men also have to cover up. But men cover up from the belly button all the way to below the knee. Women's cover is different because why? We are different creatures.
Yeah.
Wait, sabar. Men is mana to mana?
From
pusat.
atas pusat, bawah lutut.
So technically, aku can wear like a tube here all the way to bawah lutut.
Tetapi kau mendatangkan fitnah, kalau dia fikir kau perempuan pun salah juga. Bongok.
Dan aku boleh just jalan with my chest out like, hey, yo.
Kalau chest lawan
Can
you imagine that? Like aku just pakai like from here to here, just cover sini je.
Tapi labu.
Tapi labu. Atas sini tak ada apa-apa.
Bro, nobody will be turned on, bro. You see, that's my point. Nobody would be turned on if a man dress like that.
But it's provocative.
Provocative to who? So all I'm saying is that, okay, macam for me, that's my reasoning. Why when I ask like, how come like it's unfair for the woman? Men can marry for blah blah blah. So many questions, so many, bro.
Yeah.
Farah 8 and whatever not,
Yep.
But when I really get into the details, I'm not saying I fully agree because I have my own stand sometimes, but because this is the prophet, because this is the word of God, aku will just accept that maybe I don't know well enough as the one who knows it all.
Correct.
Because there are enough evidence to support everything else to show that he's real.
Yep.
So mungkin ada one or two things yang aku tak boleh terima, but aku nak kena rendah diri. I have to lower my ego to know that, maybe aku don't know enough. I might disagree. But whether you disagree or not is secondary, bro. Now this is Rasulullah and this is what the God said. Kau nak dengar cakap engkau ke nak dengar cakap diorang? Like of course there are certain things yang aku rasa macam unfair. Like men can marry for, but they have their reasons for it. It's a matter of whether orang can accept or not. Like in the past when there's war, man is the one who die and who take care of the widow. There's so many others. Other reasons lah. That's just one of it. Some would say about the desire of man, and some would say woman cannot marry more than one because you would not know who's the father, and then the woman would say, okay lah, then I fuck this one first, next 9 months then I fuck this one. Betul juga, like,
Betul juga. Technically you're not wrong.
So the thing is, that's when aku macam start to dig deeper. So this is what aku conclude. If any of you Muslims out there that say you are Muslim and you're proud of it, but you don't feel the love for your religion, it's because you have not learned enough.
Yes.
Dia macam kau nak kena kenal baru kau boleh sayang agama ni.
Correct. Macam orang Melayu selalu cakap, tak kenal maka tak cinta.
Betul. Aku cakap kau
macam suara DJ.
Aku dulu kan, aku believe but I didn't love. But the more I learn, the more aku realise the logic behind it, and the facts behind all these things. Aku tu macam, whatever the prophet did, whatever the sahabat did, aku tu macam, aku makin lama, every time, and now at the point yang every time when I do sin, it really bothers my heart. Dulu aku buat salah, aku macam, it's normal, everybody does it. But now each time when I do something, don't say wrong lah, sometimes aku just terberbual tegas sikit je dengan mak. It disturbs me the rest of the day. Aku macam, I shouldn't have talked like that. I should understand her by now. She's old, but dulu aku unaffected. But I guess that's progression, right?
Correct.
That's why, but the only way for you to better yourself is really you need to take the effort to learn your religion. You cannot just tell me, I know Al-Fatihah, I know Qul Huwallahu Ahad, I know how to mengucap, I know how to baca doa makan, I know the rukun iman, rukun Islam. That's not enough. You cannot love the religion enough until you really learn every aspect of it. The history, the hadith, the reason behind it, the reason behind the Quran, the context of it. then kau will fall deeper and deeper and deeper, and that's when you eventually will hijrah properly.
Yeah.
Correct. I think belajar pun, I think nak kena ikhlas.
Yes.
You know, you must be with open heart. Tak boleh, when I belajar, I'm prepared to argue.
Yes.
You know, like macam, okay, fine, come, bring it on. No. Ikhlas.
Correct. Yeah.
You know, ikhlas. Like, okay, reason, okay, this. Okay, then find the factor why. You know, not like macam, debate and everything. Debate like macam
listen to argue.
Yeah.
Not listen to
Yeah,
to
correct. Macam like mak bapak kau pesan kau, dia dah ajar kau macam ni. Tapi kau cakap, asal buat macam ni? You know, but you don't understand the reasoning of a parent.
Correct.
You know, there's much more to which we don't understand.
Yes.
Like our parents say, you will only know one day when you become a parent.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know? So, like for us, right, kita, like I say, mention again lah, kena belajar dengan ikhlas lah. And that's my advice for most of the people out there. Yeah, which I think it comes to a very beautiful, I would say, end, because, you know, it summarized like how we transition.
Correct. Within our religious journey, because it's very prominent, as you can see, macam the different religious journeys that we went through. Macam for Hartley,
I'm blessed.
Yeah, he's blessed. You know, but you know, he got that good lessons and everything, how he grew up, that beautiful dream that you had. I mean, for Edwin, he's curious on the logical side of religion, and for myself, it's just pure anger. You know? It's just pure anger towards, you know, anything and everything, you know. So, like what, just to add on to the points that you guys say, at the end of the day, for you guys out there, you know, you guys want to understand your religion better, you guys want to understand Islam better, pick up the Quran. Do not read for the sake of reading it. Research. Information is in your hands, you know. Google is there, but belajar also always have a professional lah.
Yes, correct. I mean, you have a lot of asatiza out there, you know, who went such length to study this.
Kau sebut pasal ni actually I don't think we're even close to summarizing the topics. There's
a lot of things. It's a lot.
In fact, I could go on if you guys can go on. Or you guys tired? You guys are tired?
Probably. I mean, that was a lot. That was a lot to kind of like soak up lah. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, since we're on this is just our religious journey. But of course, the contradictions to Islam, you know, certain, like what you say, certain topics of Islam, the unfairness in it, everything, is something that we can discuss on as we move along.
Pendek cerita, boleh sambung. Tapi satu nak isap rokok lah, satu dah penat lah. You know, diorang tak ada stamina. Ni abang juga ada stamina.
Kan tu fitnah. Kita tak cakap apa-apa.
Tapi okay,
tadi dia cakap apa? The worst crime.
Mat, sumpah kau bukan rasa nak isap rokok. Cakap sumpah je.
Isap rokok tu bagus.
Kan haram.
Isap rokok tu kapit Islam.
Okay lah. I think we will continue on this topic some other time.
Yes.
But I think this is enough for us for now.
Correct.
Banyak benda. I mean, we also nak dengar korang komen.
Correct.
We would love
your
to
journey is
see.
like. And in fact, kalau ada yang, I would love to have this for those yang came across this video, whether you're a Muslim or not, or whether you're an ex-Muslim or not, if you are genuinely like macam curious, and you guys really want to be on the podcast, by all means,
by all
we
means,
want to know your experience, man. But with an open heart and open mind, not to be condescending towards each other. I want it to be as respectful as possible. But by all means, man, we invite you.
We would love to have you on board to actually, you know, listen to your side of the story.
Because why? When you have the counter, and sometimes your counter might be strong, and it might get us thinking, and we might have to back up our knowledge as well.
Correct. And we help each other to learn better. So I mean, at the end of the day, I hope you guys learn something from our learning journeys. Pada siapa-siapa yang terus macam, diorang ni apa ni contradict, kan Islam kan tak boleh gini. So have an open mind and do your research and learn lah.
Because at the end of the day, we are just normal people.
Correct.
We are practicing what you're practicing.
One tip that I want to give to people out there before we close this topic. One mistake I had was when you want to ask something, I think I've mentioned this before, but you always have to ask the right person the right question. Because sometimes kita nak tanya parents kita, mungkin parents kita not equipped with the right knowledge.
Correct.
Because they were taught that way. So kadang-kadang diorang tak tahu explain. So what I did was I got to know people yang was learned enough. Maybe they are not scholars, but they had that rational, they had that knowledge enough to actually relate and elaborate.
Correct. Yes.
So itu penting, because sometimes bila kau tanya orang yang salah, their answer would turn you off and you might go away from the religion.
Case in point.
So you know, macam, that's all I can say lah. Don't close your heart kalau you terjumpa orang yang very negative. Remember, at the end of the day, things will only work out well if it's done in a positive way lah.
Yes.
If you hear people who are very negative in their mannerisms, stay away from them. Find those people who really embody the way the Prophet did.
Correct.
Correct.
Right. With that, thank you so much, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of TikTok.
Bye-bye.